Hello everyone, it's Mystic Juicer back with some more Yomi action. We've got LK4O4 versus Arkhan in double blind something. People, name your tournament something more interesting. It's like double blind format or double blind singles or something. Anyway, it's a single elimination, double blind pick, first to three. So non-standard counter pick rules. As soon as a match is over, everybody switches out to whatever character they want, and they rematch without knowing who they're going to be facing. Unfortunately, in this match, we're likely not going to be seeing that. LK4O4 and Arkhan are both very dedicated Gloria players. I believe LK4O4 does a bit of counterpicking against the hard CPs for Gloria, mostly just against Zane, as far as I can tell. But since he knows his opponent is going to be playing Gloria, we're probably just going to see this. So, who's going to have the better hand, and can the other person play it around it? So we saw very conservative openings, first turn queen from both of them, immediate dodge from LK4O4 after putting the sphere up. I think the dodge is a very conservative play. Nice, he gets the overdose and the heal off of this. It's a very conservative play because it only loses 2 throws, and it hedges nicely against kind of the dodge into knockdown play, which is also very, the conservative response to the healing sphere. It's like, okay, you put a healing sphere up, that means you're going to try to protect it. You're going to 7 throw, or you're going to try to protect it with a 2.2 speed attack with the king. So, just dodge instead. Ooh, gets another dodge off. And LK has found the Ace of Hearts, so this is going to be knockdown to prevent healing and sphere, and also get himself yet more card advantage. He is going to have to heal on this turn in order to keep the sphere up, but with 6 card in hand, should not be extremely difficult to do so. There you go. Gets the Ace of Hearts back. He has a known Jack in hand. There have been 2 kings played from Arkhan's side. Second king probably coming out to tie against the known Jack, which would be obviously an advantage situation for Arkhan. He gets the knockdown, prevents the sphere. There he goes, finds another king, gets the knockdown. LK4O4 was going for a cheeky cross-up play, trying to extend his life lead. So both players overdosing as rapidly as they possibly can. LK has 6 cards and a known ace. Arkhan has, I don't think, anything known. He did not heal, I believe. Yeah. Puts the sphere up. LK also puts the sphere up from knockdown, blocks his way up. Neither of them going to overdose, or will LK overdose here? Okay, goes for the overdose. Does force the end game now. Basically, he's got a 10 life advantage. He just has to find 3 damage. Is that really the only thing? Oh, wow. Yeah, Arkhan has nothing of higher value to recur. Discards the queen there. Could be going for a kind of a secret queen play here. Could go for the more conservative dodge. Triple sphere for Arkhan. Gets the queen. Is there a joker behind this? There is. He will not find lethal here. There is not, and that is game 1. cleans it up. So I think no misplays as far as I can tell. Arkhan went for a kind of a desperation throw in the last instance there. But from that position, going for a dodge is pretty safe for LK, especially if he has the maybe Bone Trestle. Nice. Shoutouts to the Undertale soundtrack. 6 songs. I quite like Bergentruckerung. I think it's an excellent track for playing Yomi. Okay, good start for Arkhan here. Should be able to get the overdose. Yeah, not the Ace of Hearts, but still quite a lot of cards in hand. Should be able to find 2 cards to rub together for an Ace of Hearts. There we go. Discarding 2 2s. They are not extremely valuable cards. They don't really beat anything important. Gloria basically has infinite cross-up defense. All of her face cards do excellent work preventing cross-ups. Okay, LK gets the dodge off. They're tied in health right now. Only damage has been dealt is the overdose damage. Okay, LK gets 9. Well, it's going to be 5 damage total. No overdose, okay. Content with just getting a life lead, I suppose. Makes it known that he's got the jack. Ooh, goes for the counter throw there. Having been quite happy to dodge in game 1. Gets some big damage here. Would be ideal if he had an ace, but he appears not to have it. Got a nice life lead going though. He can probably afford to play a slower game now. It's going to be a goal of his to find an ace, I imagine. Okay. I mean, just winning combat forever is also very good. Okay, there we go. Finds it. 14 damage. Does he actually have... No, okay, he didn't draw it that turn, did he? No. Okay, finally has the ace online and has quite a considerable life lead. So Arkhan has to get in this game. The only way you can make a comeback would just to just be right a lot. The unfortunate thing about trying to come back against Gloria, even as Gloria, is you can't afford to come back like low damage combat wins at a time. You have to make big moves, because if she's got enough of a life lead and a joker in hand, then you just do not have an opportunity to make a comeback unless you go hard and get significant burst in. And Arkhan basically saying like there's no way I'm going to be able to come back from that. I agree. Unless he had very specific cards. Could have tried to possibly get back in there, but he basically had like 3 turns. 3 turns to make something happen. Would have had to either land Sun and Moon, which is very unlikely that LK is going to play in a way that leaves him open to that, or power up for aces, throw into AA, that sort of stuff. Okay, extremely conservative opening from both. Just going for the blocks. Block of spades. So interestingly, no heart blocks. So you can kind of eliminate from the other person's hand a whole whack of cards. So there's like no 2s, no 3s, no 4s, no... I think 5 is a dodge for Gloria? Yeah. So no 2s, 3s, 4s, 9s, or 10s of hearts. Yeah. LK4O4 knows what's up. Alright, Arkhan. First blood with the dodge. He's going to be able to prevent the sphere here. He's going to go low on cards, though. Does not, in fact, prevent the sphere. Interesting. Just goes for the damage. Playing for the life lead. Arkhan may not have any throws in hand. Or none that he was willing to play. Okay, so Arkhan has the pressure here. He's got a nice 13 hit point life lead. See if he can start to snowball. I'm not sure about... I mean, I guess it depends a lot on his hand. Throwing and then overdosing would have been a big investment. Oh, no. Yeah, and LK throwing because... I'm actually a little bit surprised about the 7th throw. I thought for sure that LK would go for a block, and I think Arkhan also did. Just because the lack of a throw off that last dodge probably signals that he doesn't have one. So I expect him to be playing kind of a block attack range. Which block or dodge is perfectly safe for, and therefore he can try to get some value out of throwing. But LK either, you know, happening to be right or making the correct call. He did go for a cross-up last time. This could be a bait for a king. Wow, the Wampa. Just play the biggest normal in your hand. Okay, doesn't lead into too much. But he is going to get hell of cards off of this, and it is going to get him a nice life lead. Arkhan playing the 7th throw from knockdown because the, you know, he has shown that he's willing to defend against cross-ups. And his hand, again using that, you know, he played a 9 throw last turn, so he's probably not got a faster throw than that. Plays the 7th throw from knockdown, unfortunately gets stuffed there. Still a very close game here. Arkhan is at a hand disadvantage, but in terms of life, ooh, and this is rapidly spiraling out of control here. Arkhan unwilling to play any of the attacks that he may have in his hand. "20 hit point differential is rapidly getting scary. Arkhan has got to make something happen very quickly before the checkmate becomes real. He has 16 hit points to play with. That is very much within the reach of a throw combo. LK has not yet found or played a fast hearts throw. So Arkhan may choose to continue blocking here. Could go for a dodge into something. Finds the dodge, very important here. That he knock LK to the ground. I don't think you care about the Joker. Yeah, you have to go for it as hard as possible. But unfortunately, this is looking not great. I wonder if that's correct. Yeah. This seems very risky. But potentially fatal. LK has shown that he's got the Queen of Hearts. So unless Arkhan can threaten Sun and Moon here, Or dodge into 18, dodge into 18. No, that would not be enough. Did Arkhan heal? He definitely has to. He's got to heal or put 3 aces in his hand. So the conservative play from LK is to play the fastest move in his hand. If he's got triple aces, definitely that. If he's got double aces, that'll do as well. Queen, you know, preferably. So triple aces if he can, queen otherwise. Ooh! Arkhan gets the cross up. How much damage can he do? And does LK have the other joker? Nice! Okay, he has the other joker, but Arkhan is going to get a chance to heal. Yeah, it's not a checkmate because of those jacks. I am gently going crazy for that play. Okay, yes, now we get triple aces. Double queen heal for the second one. So again, the pressure on LK is going to be to dodge. Clashed sun and moon. Actually, no, now he can clash sun and moon. So the pressure is on Arkhan to dodge. Because it will leave LK at exactly 1 hit point. Ah. Yeah, Arkhan went for the counter throw. Unfortunately, that is going to be it. Yeah, it's rough. LK, I believe, was an empty threat. He did not have the third. Oh, I don't think. Oh, I can't remember. I don't think I wasn't paying close enough attention to know whether it was confirmed he had 3 aces in hand. So LK may have just assumed, yeah, you might not have it anyway. Yeah. beaten by a lack of attention, unfortunately. Yeah. Yeah, you had to assume there that it was real. But I like the queen play anyway. Especially if he did not have sun and moon of his own. Okay, so LK up a commanding 3-game lead. See if Arkhan could come back here. Hell of a tightrope. Yeah, yeah. Ooh, unfortunate. Arkhan loses a jack early. I haven't seen too many early attacks or throws. Okay, so he hasn't found the Ace of Hearts yet. It's nothing to be concerned about. LK gets to a little bit of a card advantage situation. Powers up some 8s. Does have the 8 of hearts. But he is going to be spending his heal every turn on recurring the ace. So those throws are essentially out of the game for now. Arkhan may be able to press some advantage as a result. Okay, nice dodge. He's going to deny the he's going to deny the sphere and remove the jack as well. He started the game with the ace of hearts, so he's going to get the cards he needs, evening things up quite nicely. Arkhan is going to start the next turn at 6 cards, LK with 8, but knockdown as well. See what Arkhan can do from this position. Again, wake up queen or wake up king, very likely. Oh! Arkhan going for the big plays, trying to make something happen. Now he does... he's kind of stuck on an awkward hand, unfortunately. He may be able to, like, so long as he loses combat by running attacks into blocks, he's going to be doing okay. LK is going to have the more robust set of options in his hand, but LK is still, you know, basically on a 10 life deficit and moving to the late game, right? So possible that you can make something happen here. So this is a good combat win for Arkhan. He does have the ace of hearts, I believe, in hand. Yeah. So not an immense life lead, but still an important one all the same. And now has equal hand size. So he's essentially equalized the game. Yeah, he's got a nice 10 hit point life lead. He can play very conservative. If LK, okay, yeah, still, but yeah, 7 hit point life lead, still pretty good. If LK wins combat, and again, by running something into a block, or by blocking something, okay, that's alright too. That was the 7 of hearts for LK. Will we see the overdose? No, no overdose. Powering up immediately for 2 aces. So we know now that LK has Sun and Moon in hand. Arkhan retrieves the 9 of hearts. LK picks up the 7 of hearts. So pressure is on Arkhan to counter throw with the 7 or dodge. It's 7 or dodge here. And the game might just be over. So if Arkhan has a joker, I expect another joker. He has already spent 1. I expect him to dodge here. It is the safer play. Since he does not... Oh man, I'm a little confused about LK's 4. But I'm very confused about the throw from Arkhan. Should see the overdose here, yeah. I feel like if you don't have the dodge, you just block. Especially with so confirmed no Joker backup, because you absolutely play the Joker in that position. Now in an extremely awkward spot. If he's got hidden Sun and Moon and he hits it here, I'm going to lose my mind. He could also throw into ace-ace. The 9 throw is a good condition, if except LK can just counter throw, especially if he's got the Joker. He's about halfway through his deck. It's not unlikely. I expect if he does have the Joker, I suppose you throw here. especially since he has the 7. He did pick that up. Or maybe you go for something with chip. A king has 3 chip on it. Might be able to close things out that way. Arkhan's got to keep that in mind. Oh, just goes for another 9 throw. Yeah, and LK closes it out in commanding fashion. So, well played to LK. Oh, I guess it is first to 4. Unfortunate for Arkhan. But yeah, it's man, this is a confusing match. I think you really have to know like just a lot of stuff. Like it's hard to tell what's the best option, at least for me. Just seeing it so little. Yeah, I don't know. All right, let's see if there's some after game discussion that why not the dodges? He might not have had any good dodges. Well, no, he had the 7. Ah, I see, okay. Yeah, I suppose LK was just playing around the possibility of a top deck 7. Yeah, I think he was just playing around the top deck. And it could be combined with the fact... I think it was combined with the fact that Arkhan was very willing to throw in risky positions in the end games of a lot of these, like, couple of the games. So I don't actually disagree with the play from LK4O4, which is to just continue playing the way you're playing and see if the other person adjusts. Dodge 9, heal. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, so that's gonna do it for us, folks. Yeah, I think there's something to be said when you're up that far in a set, that you don't significantly adjust your range, because you kind of have proof positive that what you're doing is working. So you just continue trusting your gut until your opponent makes something else happen. Yeah, and unfortunately, yeah, Arkhan kept going for this thing where he's like, okay, well, I'm throwing with bad options, so clearly I don't have throws, so I'm expecting you to play safe. But LK just kept duffing him. So a bit of an unfortunate combination of expectations on Arkhan. He just had the wrong read, unfortunately, for the character or for the player. And that's going to be it. So I hope you learned something, far more than I did. Hopefully Sharp Object, if he's watching, or LK4O4 or Arkhan, if they have anything to add, please, I would love to hear your commentary. If there's anything that I got extremely wrong, please correct me for the edification of everybody who's watching. And until next time, enjoy yourself some Yomi.